Chapter 4. Calculating your hourly rate. Your hourly rate is the basis of all your pricing. Your hourly rate shows you what you need to charge for fixed-rate assignments, and it helps you decide whether or not a project is worth taking. Your rate needs to encapsulate all of the expenses that come with freelancing. Remember, your clients are getting access to your talent on demand, and you're covering the costs employers usually cover, such as health insurance, retirement, a great selection of coffee and tea in your kitchen, ping pong tables for your home office, and other mission-critical benefits. This means your hourly rate as a freelancer will be much higher than if you were an employee because of these added costs. If you're ready to calculate your target hourly rate, below are some common expenses, both personal and business-related, for you to think about. All right, get your calculators out. Note, none of this is financial advice, so be sure to talk to an accountant before you begin freelancing and making financial decisions. Want to access a downloadable copy of this worksheet? Visit amysudo.com/6-figure-freelancer to get your free copy. Let's begin. Monthly personal expenses calculator. What are your monthly living expenses? Divide any annual costs into monthly chunks for accuracy. In calculating your monthly expenses, consider rent, mortgage payments, or property taxes, car payment, car insurance and gas, food, groceries and dining out, utilities, subscriptions, entertainment, travel, shopping, monthly debt payments or loans, savings for health savings account, HSA, retirement accounts such as a Roth IRA and your emergency fund, other. Now add up your subtotal of your personal expenses and save for later. Monthly business expense calculator. Some of these business expenses may be new to you if you're going full-time freelance. Here they are: health insurance, bookkeeping software, accountant and/or bookkeeper fees, general liability insurance, marketing fees for your services, domain hosting fees for your website, legal fees for creation and setup of your corporation or LLC and any contracts, business software subscriptions, writer's assistant or proofreader fees, computer, home office equipment and/or office furniture. State taxes for your entity. That is, as of the writing of this book, California has an $800 annual franchise tax for entities like LLCs. Now add up your subtotal business expenses and save for later. Calculate your hourly rate. Now take the number of hours you want to work each week, let's name this H, and subtract the number of hours you'll probably spend on admin work. Let's name this A. That is, the unpaid hours you spend sending cold emails or proposals, messaging clients, potential client calls, marketing your services. H minus A equals number of hours you have available for billable work. B, example. I'll go ahead and say I want to work 20 hours per week and spend 5 hours per week doing admin work. I only have 15 hours per week available for billable work. B. From there, take your monthly expenses and divide it by your hours available for billable work. B. Monthly personal plus biz expenses divided by B times 4 equals your hourly rate. Example. I'll say I have $7,000 of monthly expenses and divide that by the number of hours I have available for billable work. B equals 15 multiplied by 4, the number of estimated weeks in a month. So 7,000 divided by 60 gives me 116. That means my hourly rate is $116 per hour at 15 billable hours per week and 20 total hours worked per week. Does that rate seem high? Don't panic. This is where things like fixed-rate projects come in. Ideally, you want your fixed-rate projects to be priced above how many hours at your hourly rate it would take. For example, you may charge $15,000 for a rewrite job that only takes you 20 hours. Try to break down your freelancing income goals into weekly chunks to make them more manageable. Some months you may exceed your goals. That's great. Just don't spend it all in one place. Freelancing can be feast or famine, so make sure you're reserving savings for months with less income. Cough. Like summer months. Cough. Eventually, you should also think about building out passive income streams like dividend stocks, ebooks, courses, affiliate marketing, and other forms of income. This will help take the burden off of your active income like freelancing. More on that later in this book. While you may not start at your target hourly rate, know that you'll get there over time. That's why if you have a day job, it's smart to not quit right away, or to only quit when you have savings in the bank to cushion any rocky starts. But what about taxes? I recommend talking with a CPA on your self-employed tax rate and what that could look like. It can get complicated, especially if you have an entity, such as an LLC, that pays you through the company's payroll systems. I'm not a CPA, so I don't want to talk out of turn here. None of this is financial advice, just my experience. But depending on your situation, you can write off quite a bit on your taxes, such as any business expenses, business travel, and things like your home office. For the sake of this exercise, I recommend adding a cushion to your expenses based on what your tax burden might be, and adjust it yearly as you get to know what your quarterly or annual taxes end up being with your unique situation. Again, with my lawyer's eyes on me, none of this is financial advice. This is just my perspective on what's helped me. Cool? Cool. In the next chapter, we'll take your new hourly rate and apply it to situations in which you should charge hourly versus fixed rate for projects and clients. I create these voiceovers using Wondercraft AI, a text-to-speech tool that speaks in your voice so you can create more podcasts, audiobooks, and voiceovers, all by just dropping in some text. Use my code SUTO50, SUTO50, or the link in the description below to get 50% off your Wondercraft AI subscription. I get a small commission if you use my code, so thanks for your support. Sending creativity and good writing vibes your way. Amy.